Shifting focus for now, Ukraine was struck by a massive Russian attack overnight, one of the deadliest attacks on Kiev. In fact, it claimed the lives of 18 people, including 4 children. The president of Ukraine has said that the attack showed Russia's quote-unquote rejection of efforts being taken to stop the war. What does all of this mean for the peace talks, though? First, let's take a look at these visuals coming in from Ukraine. Rescuers raced to reach the victims after the Russian strikes pounded buildings in Kiev. Victims were carried away in body bags as rescuers sifted through the smoldering rubble. U.S. President Donald Trump's special peace envoy Keith Kellogg called the attack egregious, warning that they threaten the peace that Trump is pursuing. And according to Ukraine, Russia unleashed 629 air attack weapons on Ukraine overnight, which consisted of over 500 drones, 31 missiles. The attack is being considered the second deadliest attack on Kiev since the war started. In fact, the Russian strike blasted a 5-story crater in one apartment block, ripping the building into 2. Zelensky called the attack a horrific and deliberate killing of civilians. He also called for Russia to face fresh sanctions. Meanwhile, Russia said that it struck military-industrial complex enterprises and military air bases in Ukraine using high-precision weapons. But Russia has also rained down aerial attacks on Ukrainian cities, reportedly, despite U.S. President Donald Trump's push for a ceasefire. On the same day that it struck Kiev, the Kremlin said that it was still interested in peace talks, but that its strikes on Ukraine would continue. Listen to this.
Свои задачи выполняют и российские вооруженные силы. Они, как было заявлено, продолжают бить по объектам военной и околовоенной инфраструктуры. Удары успешные, цели уничтожаются, специальная военная операция продолжается. Одновременно с этим Россия сохраняет свою заинтересованность в продолжении переговорного процесса с тем, чтобы именно политико-дипломатическими средствами достигнуть тех целей, которые перед нами стоят.
The EU summoned Russia's ambassador after the overnight barrage damaged its delegation offices in Kiev. EU officials posted photos of blown-out windows and the office ceiling partially collapsed.
It shows that the Kremlin will stop at nothing to terrorize Ukraine, blindly killing civilians, men, women and children, and even targeting the European Union. This is why we are keeping maximum pressure on Russia. That means tightening our sanctions regime.
The UK Foreign Secretary also summoned the Russian ambassador to the UK Foreign Office. The British Council's premises in Kiev severely damaged and would be closed until further notice. The British Prime Minister, meanwhile, accused the Russian president of sabotaging hopes of peace with the latest strikes. French President Emmanuel Macron condemning what he called Russian terror and barbarism, quote-unquote. The overnight attack on Kiev also comes following a summit between Putin and Trump, remember, in Alaska. The Kremlin has rebuffed initiatives for a swift end to the fighting, including pressure for a Zelensky-Putin meeting. Moscow is demanding Kiev cede more territory and renounce Western military support and ask conditions for any peace deal. But these demands from Moscow have been ruled out by Kiev. In fact, Ukraine has demanded security guarantees from its Western allies and has long cast Russia as only paying lip service to the idea of stopping the war.